Saturday marks the 83rd anniversary of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Over the years, we've told you about some of those whose lives were changed by that historic event.
Tonight, we have something different. The story of how two Kern County oil fields were intertwined with the 1941 attack. 17's Robert Price has the story.
When forces of Imperial Japan attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941, the entire country felt it. But Kern County was affected in ways no one else was. The reason? Oil. The first wave appeared from the north at 7:48 a.m. local time. A swarm of 183 bombers and fighter aircraft dropped armor-piercing bombs, fired aerial torpedoes, and strafed the ground with wing-mounted cannons. Then a second wave of 171 planes appeared in the sky over Oahu, this time coming from three directions. The entire attack that Sunday morning took 90 minutes and sunk or damaged 8 U.S. battleships, 6 light cruisers and destroyers, destroyed 188 aircraft, and killed 2,403 people, most of them young sailors. Among them, Coastal Artillery Corps Lieutenant William G. Sylvester, age 25, of Bakersfield, killed driving to his post. Navy Seaman First Class Harvey Linville Havens, age 27, of Shafter, and Marine Private First Class Henry E. Nolatubby, age 19, of Bakersfield. The latter two had been aboard the USS Arizona. Had there been a third attack wave, and the Japanese discussed it, the Pacific Fleet's vast fuel storage facilities would have been bombed. Had the base's huge tank farm been destroyed, the U.S. Pacific war effort would have been decimated. But Pearl Harbor's oil storage facilities, filled with Kern County oil, remained intact. Oil from what was then referred to as Naval Petroleum Reserves Number 1 and Number 2, the Elk Hills and Buena Vista oil fields, each about 35 miles west of Bakersfield, did more than power the Pacific Fleet. Revenue from the two fields actually financed construction of Pearl Harbor's vast fueling depot in the first place. In that sense, West Kern Oil was not only a significant chess piece in the build-up to and outcome of World War II, it was also a central player in what, up to that point in U.S. history, was regarded as the most egregious example of government corruption ever, the Teapot Dome scandal. Decades before comparatively quaint scandals like Watergate,
I have never been a quitter.
Iran-Contra, and Monica Lewinsky shook the nation. President Warren G. Harding, who didn't let marriage get in the way of regular sexual conquests and boasted a "Bring Back the Good Old Days" slogan, return to normalcy, presided over a swamp of stunning breadth and depth. In 1912, President William Howard Taft responded to the Navy's need to convert its ships from coal to oil and rising worldwide tensions by designating Elk Hills, a 1.5 billion barrel oil field discovered in 1911, Buena Vista, a 686 million barrel oil field discovered in 1909, and Teapot Dome, a 22 million barrel oil field located 25 miles north of Casper, Wyoming, as Naval Petroleum Reserves. 20 years before the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, Edward Doheny of Pan American Petroleum and Transport Company, the Exxon of the 1920s, engaged in a secret deal with the U.S. Secretary of the Interior. The deal, in exchange for large, secret personal loans that weren't really loans at all, Harding's Interior Secretary, Albert B. Fall, quietly awarded Doheny no-bid contracts to lease the two Kern County oil fields, and at remarkably low rates. Doheny, upon whom Daniel Day-Lewis's character in There Will Be Blood was loosely based,
ladies and gentlemen, if I say I'm an oil man, you will agree,
would then help fortify and modernize the base at Pearl Harbor, established in 1908. Convicted of accepting bribes from Doheny, about $14 million in today's dollars, Fall became the first presidential cabinet member in the nation's history to go to prison. Fall paid a steep price for accepting bribes, but no one was ever convicted of paying those bribes. Competition with Japan continued to grow. Mutual distrust grew along with it. War with Japan, historians then and now believe, was probably inevitable. Kern County Oil just happened to play an odd but central role in the way the whole thing played out. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.